Hey guys, how's it going? So today we actually have some really good news. So the official My Hero One's Justice 2 Twitter account actually tweeted today. They were doing like a contest kind of thing. This is the retweet, I'll read it out for you now. Thank you to everyone who participated in the campaign. We will contact the winners via DM. That part doesn't really matter, we don't care about that. It's the next part we care about. Additional updates are planned for My Hero One's Justice 2. Stay tuned for more news. Guys, this is huge news. We thought Aoyama was going to be the last update since it's been like 6-7 months since the last update, but with this tweet it confirms that we'll be getting more updates, possible DLC, possible costumes. I really don't know, and I was so excited about this I couldn't keep it to myself. So I got on a call with Koninja and we discussed what the future updates could be. So thank you to Koninja for coming on. Go sub to his channel, and yeah, let's get into it.
Okay. And since this is about OJ2, one of the other biggest OJ tubers on YouTube, I have Koninja with me today.
Okay. So, what's up, people? I am Koninja. I am an absolute Chad, and I'm finally here on a web video, and I'm not collabing with, like, he's not on my channel, I'm on his for once. Oh my god, guys! You already know this video about to be peaked since I'm here. So
hell yeah.
make sure I'm gonna do it for web. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, because yeah, I gotta do my man a favor. Yeah.
Also, go sub to Ko. I'll leave a link down in the description. Go check him out. He makes good videos. OJ or not OJ, they are always bangers, especially the recent one. So, do you have any theories on what these feature updates could be for OJ2? Because I have a couple, but I want to hear your opinions first.
I have a major theory that this is going to be the Spectator mode update. I feel there has been so much demand and so much hype for a Spectator mode that byking, even if they only listen to Japanese players, they cannot ignore the outcry for a Spectator mode. Simply because every other arena fighter has been doing it for years. I think they need to do a Spectator mode. I think they genuinely need to do a Spectator mode. And I think this is going to be a big patch, and depending on how we react to it as a community, we're going to get more patches in the future. I think that's how this is going to work.
Bruh, honestly, if they do add a spectator mode, it's gonna make tournaments so much easier.
So much easier, bro. I'm gonna be honest, alright, so if they add a spectator mode, I promise I'm running my own tournament circuit, or exhibition circuit, where I have, like, top players fight each other, and I'll have, like, commentators. I don't know who I'm gonna get for the second commentator, but you already know.
Yeah, same. If they bring spectator mode, I will revive my dead comp server.
I will literally, like, run my own freaking... like, exhibitions, and I probably won't have prizes since, you know, I don't have money, but, like, I will do my own exhibitions, and it'll just be with top players fighting each other, and I think that'd be really nice.
See, honestly, I feel like that's like a huge missed opportunity YouTube-wise, because, like, we see tournaments on Twitch all the time, but never on YouTube, and YouTube is where the most OJ activity is, like, data-wise.
Definitely. Like, literally, like, me and Webb were making, like, OJ content basically, like, all the time. I've kind of slowed down, and Webb doesn't post as much as me, but we do indeed post the most OJ content, and that's why I'm here to talk about OJ. Obviously, there are more OJ YouTubers and people who do make OJ content, but I feel like a spectator mode would basically bring the game back from the dead and add, like, it's a way easier way to get into competitive, because we won't rely on, like, crappy, like, stream share footage from the PS4.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Also, it'll probably actually give the Switch scene, like, tournament footage, because they can't really record it unless they're using, like, you know, like a video capture or, like, a capture card.
They can save every 30 seconds, what do you mean?
Every 30 seconds, yep. That's totally what they need to save their scene, bro.
Oh,
and
definitely.
The Switch OJ scene is dead. It's just that, like, they don't have access to, like, ways to video record like us as much as we can. Like, while PS4 OJ still has a problem of no spectator mode at all, we still have, like, you know, being able to
we can broadcast from Twitch, YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah,
like we can get it out
broadcast
there.
fairly freely, so we can get it very much out there. So yeah, that's basically what I think is that we're not getting DLC. I think we're getting updates and quality of life changes for the game. That's what I think we're getting. I don't think we're getting DLC.
That's what I
don't think we're getting DLC. I think we're getting updates and quality of life changes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get into as one of my theories. I feel like this will be a huge update that affects every character on the roster, whether it be nerfs, buffs, just small changes. Like, I don't think we'll get any new content like right away, but I think we'll see major meta changes during the next update.
Most definitely, most definitely. I feel like the main targets that need to be hit are Hawks, Midnight, All Might. I feel like those three need to get hit right away, and that'll have a major shift in the meta due to the fact that Hawks has been dominating since he came out. All Might still has his loop for some reason, and Midnight's Midnight. You could also add Toga to that list, considering she makes the game genuinely unfun, and she's like one of the most popular characters in OJ, or in My Hero in general. She's one of the most...
Oh, 100%. She is just straight up cancer.
Yeah, she's very much cancer to fight against, and she's really popular. I don't really think they need to hit characters really hard. The only characters that I think they need to hit hard are most of the low tiers, which are buffs. We need buffs for them. We need buffs for Muscular. We need buffs for 100%. We need buffs for version 2 overhaul. We need buffs for all of those characters to make them like generally competitively viable, because some of them used to be good but got nerfed, and then some of them were just bad since the beginning of the game. The characters that need to be hit on the top tier side are Midnight, Toga, Hawks, All Might. They all need to get hit immediately. Their game plans just make the game generally unfun. Another thing that I forgot to mention they need to get hit. Kill Kirishima assist. Kill Kirishima.
Well, what's wrong with Kirishima assist?
What the fuck do you mean what is wrong with Kirishima assist?
Kirishima stain assist is the best assist in the game. What do you mean?
Literally raw, fast 4K damage with armor over top. Not to mention Stain is like the guard break king. Honestly, this may be a hot take, but I feel like Stain can be as good as he is. Honestly, Stain can be fine simply because he has like kind of like a whining startup time, and he goes faster than Kirishima like when he goes out. But he does have a fast wind-up time, so you have easier time to react to him, and he doesn't have the long-ass active frames that Kirishima has, because, like, if you call Kirishima over top of someone...
Oh, he's there for so long.
He is there for so long, you still get hit with raw 4K into a combo, and that'll do, like, 12, 13K, depending on how good your character is, and it'll just it makes the game generally unfun. Kirishima generally has a skewed risk-reward, and I feel like in order for the game to be, easier, I feel like one of the easiest things they could do is just hit Kirishima assist really hard, take away the armor, drop the damage, and that's all I really want, honestly.
See, I have a hot take.
What?
I think the cooldown on Jiro assist should be put back down to 15.
Same. I think so
because,
too.
like, okay, even with Mei assist, yeah, she uses the net, but the net scales so much, it's not worth a 30-second cooldown.
There are so many assists that just got power crept out of the game.
Oh, definitely.
Genuinely got power crept, and I feel like that some assists genuinely are just way too bad to be as long as cooldown. Like Jiro, Mei, like they're stuns, right? They're combo assists, but they have such long cooldowns that tell me one reason why you would use Stain, Mei, or Rappa over Gang Orca or Night Eye for your combos.
Exactly.
Like, exactly. There's no reason for you to use any of them to do combos and not like Gang Orca or Night Eye, which have high stun and low scaling. Like, why would you ever do that? You wouldn't do that, would you?
Like, the problem is, they have high cooldowns on assists that they're good, but they're not stupid. Like, I wouldn't say they're on the level of like Kirishima or Stain.
Yeah,
then
there's only one assist in the game that I think is on level Kirishima competitive-wise, and I think that's Stain. But
yeah,
like different niches, I think.
But then you have the characters that are stupidly OP, like assist-wise, like, I don't know, Kirishima, Stain, Nejire, Midnight even, who,
yeah, Midnight has a really strong assist.
Their cooldowns are just basic. Like, I feel like they, like, maybe not nerf Kirishima assist, but just up the cooldown time, and I feel like it would give people more options.
I feel like if they up the cooldown, it would, like, require you to use it. You would use it less per match, but you have to think about using it smarter than just assist slide, calling it out, and then waiting like what, 15 seconds to get it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 15 seconds. Like, why? Why is like an armored 4K fast into like great damage move that's practically basically just a reversal for every character? 15 seconds. Why is it 15 seconds?
I don't know.
You never break with Kirishima's. It's that strong. You never want to break with Kiri.
And like, there are certain characters, like, I don't know, let's just use Nejire for example. Her combos are so long, you could use Kirishima Assist multiple times in that one combo just because it takes so long and it is so slow. Like, it wouldn't be optimal, but theoretically you could.
Theoretically, you most definitely could. Obviously, it wouldn't last that long considering assist breaks would come into play and then human error. And even if OJ2 netcode is good, there are still chances you'll get delay, so obviously human error combined with delay, meaning you will not hit those long-ass combos. But even still, a short combo with Kirishima still does amazing damage on specific characters, especially the top tiers. Give me slap a Kirishima on Rappa, you're doing like almost 20k. I swear to God, you're almost doing.
Slap Kirishima on anybody and you get that extra damage.
Slap Kirishima on anyone, you get basically just like a nuke. Like never. Like, it's so scary in neutral. Like, you do not want to get hit by Kirishima and have someone actively react to it, because you will actively just get murdered, and you'll feel completely robbed. Considering you'll basically just do the amount of damage like a level 2 super would do in a single combo. That's my take on that.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's say they did want to nerf Kirishima Assist. They could always just take away his super armor. I feel like that would make it... it's a small thing, but it would make a huge difference.
I think they take away the armor and they reduce the damage from 4K to 2K. But at that point that would probably neuter him. But you could keep the low scaling. I feel like 2,500k is still a decent little chunk of damage, and I'll still do a lot.
Yeah, it's a decent chunk, but it's not game-changing.
Let me see what Gang Orca does when he throws. He does 2,000 when he throws you, so you could take it to 2,000, and that'd still be enough since Gang Orca does it, and Gang Orca is a really strong assist in this meta.
Yeah,
right?
they could either do that, or just buff every assist. Pull a fighters, just buff everybody.
Make every assist busted as hell, so that way you have so many options, right?
Bro, imagine they made it so Rapper Assist every punch was 2k. Oh, oh my...
That would be hilarious if every punch was 2k. I think you'd be doing like what, 10k on that, right?
Yeah, you'd be doing like 10k per assist.
And like the highest damage you could do in an assist is 4k. Like, it's literally 4k. Like, it's so hilarious.
Well, that'd be insane.
That would be insane. Speaking of changing characters, I wonder what they're gonna do if they do a massive balance patch and change all the characters.
Honestly, here's the thing, okay? I know for a fact, just from being in multiple Discord servers, people email Bandai support. They email them the problems, they've emailed them fixes, and they have a lot of feedback for this game.
Yeah, they have a lot of feedback.
They could just send that data to byking. Byking could look at it, be like, huh, okay, so we changed this, 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 and this. Bring out a huge update, and then I feel like we'd be in a new era of OJ if they did that.
If they genuinely made a fat patch for every character in this entire game, OJ would go, it would go to be an amazing game. If they actually listen to us, it'd be an amazing game.
Moving on, if they somehow do end up making a third season pass, what characters do you think could potentially be added to OJ2?
Okay, so what I think is going to be added is, so I'm going to only talk about the My Villain Academia and then whatever we've seen in the war, right? I think if we're going down to it, we're getting a second Deku, a second Shigaraki, possibly a second Dabi, maybe, and I think we're getting Redestro.
Bro, I would love Redestro.
Finally, I believe I have a prediction that we might get maybe a movie character, maybe one of the movie villains.
I'm surprised you didn't say Mirko.
I mean, you know what, Mirko, I think instead of a second Dabi, it's either a second Dabi or Mirko, right there. I think my hard picks are a second Deku and a second Shin. That's it.
I'm not hating on Kendo mains, but if they can somehow find a way to add Kendo to the game, they can definitely make Mirko, because I feel like she would be such a good addition to the game.
They can make Mirko possible. They just make Mirko a more cracked out shoot style. She's that type of rushdown character.
Yeah.
Right? They should make her a cracked out Rushdown. And then the reason I think we're getting a second Deku and a second Shig is because, you know, they're the main characters of the show right now. And Shigaraki has changed so that way he can basically be another character, and so is Deku. They have both advanced in power since the overhaul arc majorly.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, he's got Black Whip now, so he could just...
Yeah, literally has Black Whip, so like, you could definitely make a moveset out of Black Whip. I don't know how that's gonna make... Maybe they're making a bit too stable with how Shinzo and like, Aizawa have like their claws and like Spider-Man swinging and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind, because I feel like Deku is unique enough by himself that if you gave him like the Spider-Man stuff, like the holding on to you with the rope, or Black
yeah,
Whip,
like...
and then like Spider-Man, yeah.
Like, you know how, like, Shinso's TQ2 in the A's, like, he literally swings with a rope. They could do that, but with Black Whip.
Yeah, they could definitely do that with Black Whip. And then you give it follow-ups depending on what button you press after, and I think Shinzo's, like, Spider-Man is a really cool move, simply because, like, it's like a movement tool Rekka, and I think it's, like, that's, like, really sick.
Yeah, it's a movement tool that you can turn into an attack at any time. Like, it's such a good move, but nobody plays him anymore, so it's...
Yeah, no one, barely anyone plays him. Like, the only person I remember playing him is Razor.
Yeah. Actually, you know what'd be really cool if they do add Black Whip Deku?
What?
They could give him some kind of projectile where he uses the Black Whip to pull a rock out of the ground and just throw it at the opponent.
Oh! That'd be cool. They could also do a thing like they did in Ultra Rumble, where he'd have like pulled many rocks out of the ground, start swinging them at you. Remember, like in Ultra Rumble, he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do something like that, and like they already have the assets for it. Another thing that I think needs to be mentioned, and I'm going to go off a tangent.
No, that's fine.
Bring us the Ultra Rumble costumes. Bring us the Ultra Rumble costumes, please.
I mean, yeah, that was something else I was gonna get into. What DLC costumes, if they add any more, which ones would you like?
They need the Parallel Worlds costumes.
Oh yeah.
Those were sick. The Bakugo Parallel World costume is genuinely the reason I played Bakugo.
Yeah, I don't like Bakugo, but that costume is clean. It is nice.
That costume is sick. If we're not getting a second Dobby, then I think we both know what a new Dobby costume he needs. I think we both know.
Yeah.
I think we both know. I think we both know what Dobby costume he needs. And hell, if we're not getting new characters, we can give them the costume for the recent arts. Like you can change up the way Momo looks. You give her a cape if you want to.
You could give Deku his Air Force gloves. You can
give him the Air Force gloves and like the blue jacket that he wore when he was fighting like Gentle criminal.
Yo, that'd be so cool.
Like he could have that. You can give. There are a lot of things you can give specific characters, but yeah, I think that's really just what it comes down to is just like, you know, new costumes, add new content, people are gonna buy it because, you know, oh my god, Deku looks so cool, oh my god, these high school girls that are below the age of 18 look so hot, wee woo.
Like, guys, where's the Deku cheerleader costume? We need it now!
We need it now! Like, it's that's seriously just gonna
I did say in a video like a month or two ago that I think once Ultra Rumble releases, after a while, they might start bringing costumes from that game into OJ2. If they wanted to, you know, make a bit of extra money, it's not that hard to import them costumes into OJ because they use the same models. And I feel like it would be pretty easy. But again, I'm not a game developer, so I don't really know.
I don't know, but they definitely did a lot of asset flipping from OJ into Ultra Rumble.
I mean, yeah, well, what's the point? Like, I feel like with OJ and anime games in general, they have, like, a very specific style that even if you made another game, it's easier to just reuse assets, because you'll be making it in the same style either way, like, visually.
You can make it in the same visual style. That's why all the Ninja Store games, they most definitely reused the assets. There were 4 games.
Oh, 100%.
They had the same moveset for, like, almost 10 years. I used the same data run moveset in Ninja Storm for like 10 years. Like it is, like they are definitely flipping assets and putting them into OJ. Or no, Ultra
well, I mean, if you already have, like, I feel like it's not really bad to reuse assets unless you're doing it for like literally everything. Then it's like, eh.
Yeah, then if you're using it for everything, then that's where we get into the problem.
Like, let's take byking for example. They 100% reused models from OJ1 for OJ2, but at least they give them updated movesets in most cases.
They gave them updated movesets, and they added a bunch of new characters from OJ1 to OJ2. They added a bunch of new characters.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, I feel like anime game-wise, the roster for OJ2 is huge. It's like 52 characters, I think?
Yeah, like, 52 characters, all of them with unique movesets. Like,
yeah.
Like, OJ is really, like, if you're trying to get into OJ, like, really well, then, like, you gotta learn a lot of matchups competitively, bro.
Yeah, and you know what OJ2 does, which the other, like, main anime fighting games don't do?
What?
They don't make Tanjiro, like, 20 times.
Yeah, they don't make the same character. I mean, to be fair, there are 3 Dekus and 2 Shigarakis, and 2 overhauls. But, like, they're all unique. I think that I'm good with the same character coming out twice, as long as they're, like, unique or something.
Yeah, as long as they have vastly different movesets.
Yes. Like, 100% base and shoot style, they all play completely differently.
Yeah.
They are completely different characters. Overhaul version 1 and Overhaul version 2 are completely different characters. Like, if you took away the fact that they were overhauls, they're just nowhere near similar.
You could rename them, reskin them, and they would be completely different.
Like, Shigaraki V1 and, like, no, Shigaraki, like, BS Shig and, like, Coach Shig, they have the closest similarities as how up close they are, but they are completely different as well. Like, they're completely different characters.
Like, we crap on byking, but at least they made each character unique.
Like, at least they didn't give us, like, 7 water users, bro. They just gave us, like, the characters that are the same, but you can play them differently. Now, granted, one of the Dekus is garbage, one of the Shigs is garbage, and one of the Overhauls is garbage, but to be fair,
but at least they're different.
Winners. At least they're completely different, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have something be different and be bad than something be the same and being okay, you know?
No,
like,
definitely.
I'd rather them experiment than just try to do the same shit over and over and over again. And that's what I like about OJ2. Every single character is unique. Like, they screwed up Shinzo hard. They screwed up Shinzo so hard, but you cannot say that he's not a unique character. He is completely unique.
Like, when I saw the trailers at first, I was like, oh, okay, he's just an Aizawa ripoff. But then he came out, and, like, even though he was busted, it's like, okay, actually, he feels very unique.
Yeah, he's like his own character. Like, he's genuinely his own character, and they could just do whatever the hell they want with him. And he's just like his own thing. Like, the only thing that's similar is that he has the scarf from Aizawa, and then he can swing around, and then he can, like, capture you with it. But other than that, he's, like, nothing like Aizawa. Like, he has the flip kick thing, like the flip kick that Aizawa has, but those are used for, like, different things. They aren't the same thing.
Plus, Shinzo has so much more, like, you can't recover from that. Like, it takes so long to recover from his kick.
Yeah, I think he can recover from it now, but when you use the play, you can just do it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
When he first came out, it just did not let you recover at all. It was insane. Like, super insane.
Okay, I'll get into my final thought of what they could add if they do go for future DLC. And let me know what you think about this, okay?
Alright.
So, we get the biggest DLC OJ has ever gotten, and they make a story mode expansion for Season 5 and 6. If they're not planning on making OJ 3. Because I know, weirdly, there are a lot of people who don't play the game online and will solely play the offline mode.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of streamers.
For those specific people, I feel like there is not a lot to do in OJ. Like, once you've done everything, once you've done all arcade mode, all mission mode, all story mode, like, there's nothing unless you go online. So it would be nice for the offline players.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice for the offline players if they had something to do other than photo mode and customizing their characters. I mean, they have some things to do. Like, they have photo mode, mission mode, depending on how well you see that. You have story mode, which is not that good, but still you have it.
It's there.
And you have arcade mode, which is genuinely a fun mode if you just want to, like, rest for a little bit. The AI genuinely gives you a challenge considering they're like really good for some reason. Randomly just get really good.
They go from sucky to just got gods in like half a millisecond.
Like, they literally go from Jim Bob 47 with 0 points to freaking Mario G Robot with like 3k points, parrying everything you do and just spamming Endeavor Yellow. Like, yeah, they most definitely just get really beefy for no reason.
Yeah, it's insane. Alright, well...
Yeah, them give them something to do, yeah.
Yeah, alright, well, I think that's about it. I think there's nothing more to discuss. I think we're good now.
Yeah, I think that's genuinely just, like, how I think it's gonna be, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, guys, well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to go subscribe to Ko, and don't forget to like the video, and I will see you next time.